Thank you for joining us on News Across Nigeria. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Coming up on the program today, a boost for malaria research as the NDDC endows a professional chair at the University of Port Harcourt for 25 million naira. Nurses in Edo State give free health checks to residents. And traders in Imo State take to the streets to protest the planned relocation of the Ekeuku market. We begin in the north-central region of the country. The federal government says there's no truth to the insinuation in some quarters that the report of the Presidential Committee on the Audit of Defense Equipment Procurement in the Armed Forces between 2007 and 2015 was doctored for whatever reason. In a statement issued in Abuja today, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, said what has been released so far is the report of the audits covering the period of 2011 to 2015. He added that the committee will audit procurement from 2007 to 2010 as soon as the necessary documents are available. The statement reads, quote, "When the documents regarding procurement from 2007 to 2010 are available and scrutinized, the committee will then issue its report on that. The audit is being done in phases, and the report that was released on Thursday is the third of such." End of quote. He also gave an assurance that the federal government's anti-corruption fight is non-discriminatory and called on Nigerians to keep an open mind as events unfold. Let's bring you word from the health sector now. And malaria research just got a boost in Nigeria following the endowment of a professional chair at the University of Port Harcourt in Rivers State. The 25 million naira fund is being provided by the Niger Delta Development Commission. Managing Director Mrs. Ibim Semenitari says malaria is one of the world's greatest public health challenges.
The battle to eradicate malaria in the Niger Delta region has just increased in tempo with the inauguration of the board to ensure it's totally wiped out. Joining the fight is the management of the Niger Delta Development Commission with the endowment of a professional chair on malaria research valued at 25 million naira per annum for an initial period of 2 years. The fund will go to the Center for Malaria Research and Phytomedicine at the University of Port Harcourt in Rivers State.
The Niger Delta region suffers a dearth of support for research, whereas people do spend a lot of money supporting research outside this slide. It's sad that with all of the investments that go on in the region, hardly the universities in the region get the kind of support they should get to do the kind of research that they need to do to make things better.
Grateful for the gesture, the university leadership is optimistic that the fund will go a long way to help find a permanent solution to the problem of malaria.
We have no other business in the university than carrying out research, trying to find solutions to problems. So we are so happy that NDDC is here today to partner with us to help us achieve this objective. When we made you a visit a few weeks ago, we complained that we are the only university in the South where the NDDC hostel is still uncompleted.
The board of the Center for Malaria Research is chaired by a former Vice-Chancellor of the University of Port Harcourt, Professor Nimi Briggs, who notes that universities are expected to carry out research that would impact on the communities around them.
We reassure you that whatever finances the organization commits to the activities in that board, we shall spend them satisfactorily.
Malaria is commonly transmitted by mosquitoes, which has a free breeding environment in Africa, including in Nigeria. In 2014 alone, malaria caused the deaths of over 400,000 people in Nigeria. Research has shown that malaria robs Africa of more than $12 billion in lost productivity every year, and accounts for about 40% of health expenditures.
And meanwhile, members of the public have been advised to always go for medical checkups in order to know their health status and also prevent avoidable death. This was the message from the nurses at the University of Benin Teaching Hospital, UBTH, while carrying out free medical services at the Usele market, in Benin City, the Edo State capital, to mark the 2016 Nurses Week.
Destination of this rally of nurses from the University of Benin Teaching Hospital is Usele Market in Benin City, the Edo State capital, where they are to render some free services to the traders as part of activities marking the 2016 Nurses Week. The group on arrival is received by the traders who are eager to be attended to. The organizers of the free medical services highlight the need for the program.
We decided to bring it to the doorstep of our market women here. They hardly have time to come to the hospital because of their very, very busy schedule. And we are here today to come and, examine many of them, run tests on them, like checking their blood pressure, their blood glucose level, and some other things. Those of them we feel will require a further care will be referred to the hospital.
It's first of its kind, it's a maiden edition precisely. And instead of giving it all to ourselves, we start to give out to the public. Many of our people are poor, they're impoverished. In the hospital, people abandon their relations. They can't pay hospital bill, they cannot afford anything. Even this paracetamol for 3 days, let us add value to the life of the other person, the ordinary mother cannot afford it.
This beneficiary describes the exercise as commendable.
Very, very happy. At least awareness is there. I had some slight headache and they gave me drugs. Very happy.
The 3-day event also includes a visit to an orphanage for free vaccination.
Staying in the health sector now, and in the southeast, the present administration in Anambra State will continue to support health institutions by training and retraining manpower. This is the promise coming from Governor Willie Obiano while commissioning the doctor's quarters and the female hostel of Our Lady of Lourdes Hospital. The governor also donated 20 million naira to accelerate the completion of the hospital's modern library project. Governor Willie Obiano arrives Our Lady of Lourdes Hospital, Ihiala, local government area of Anambra State, and was received by the Catholic Bishop of Nnewi Diocese and other staff.
In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Governor Obiano was here to commission a newly built doctor's quarters and a female hostel that will accommodate over 600 students of the School of Nursing and Midwives, as well as the School of Medical Technicians at the center.
We have 37 general hospitals, and those general hospitals are not in any way general hospitals as you would like them to be. So we started with 3 on the chart. And after that, we go to Edobuku, then Ekulobia. Those 3 general hospitals will be brought to standard the way general hospitals are anywhere in the world.
The governor also donates the sum of 20 million naira towards the completion of an ultra-modern library project in the hospital.
We are going to fix the primary health centers and bring it to speed with respect to facilities and accommodation to enable nurses and doctors posted in those primary healthcare areas to have a place to stay.
The managing director and CEO of the hospital appreciates the government's efforts towards healthcare delivery in the state.
We are highly impressed by the massive contribution of Anambra State government to revamp the health sector, especially health facilities of the churches.
We are praying God that you will continue the wonderful work we are doing, and that work will be touching the lives of many people.
Some participants at the event believe that efforts like this will improve the healthcare delivery system in Anambra State. You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, the administering of bailout funds from the federal government and how it's affecting the Nigerian states. Don't go away.